In this video, we're going to take a few minutes to explore your timeline. Let's begin with our breathing. Follow along with me. Breathe in with a strong exhale through the mouth. Repeat now. Let's do 3 rounds of box breathing. Breathe in through the nose. Breathe out through the nose. Shut your eyes or soften your gaze. Breathe in. Hold. Breathe out. Hold. 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 Breathe in. Breathe out. Just breathe. In through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Breathe in. Just, if your eyes aren't already shut, just shut your eyes, soften your gaze, and begin to imagine, as you know you can imagine, and are imagining now, your timeline. Notice, if you will, that you are actually beginning to feel like you're floating above your timeline. You can hear sounds and see images just below you, can't you? Great. Now imagine that with each breath in, you float a little higher above your timeline, a little higher and even higher now. The images, whatever they are moving farther away from you. The sounds farther away, and you're beginning to see more and more of your timeline as you move higher and higher above it. You can feel yourself floating comfortably now, can't you? That's right. You see all that timeline stretch out below you. As you look down on your timeline, pay attention to it. Notice what it looks like from way up there. Is it color? It is color. Is it one color? More than one? Is it black and white? Is it straight, curvy? Can you see the end in either direction? One direction only? Are there gaps or black spots or different colored spots? Simply notice what it looks like as you look down on it from that height. Now begin to notice how easily it is to move back in the direction of your past, isn't it? As you move back above your past memories, you may or may not, really doesn't matter if you remember a specific happy memory now or a little further in the past. Just do know they're there, don't you? You may or may not be surprised when a long-forgotten positive childhood memory floods your mind with positive energy now and makes you smile. I want you to pause over that positive memory and notice. You can pause and begin to float even higher, being aware of what happens to your feelings as you float ever so slowly, higher and higher above that memory. It's time to reverse direction while paying attention to your feelings as each exhale brings you slowly closer to the memory. You stop just above that memory. Realizing you can move in any direction caused you to notice how the feelings changed too, didn't they? That's awesome. Now come back to today and float above today. It's now time to float out into your future. Just gradually float out into next week, realizing there are memories there too, aren't there? You need to understand, and you do understand now, don't you? That your future contains memories of what will happen. Begin to pay attention as you move gradually into next month about what memories are there. And if there are things not there, just notice, and you can notice how full your future is and how far out your future memories go. Notice, if you will, and you're beginning to notice just what you've already dreamed about in your future, consciously or even unconsciously. Are there any blank slates yet to be written? How clear or how dim is the future as you gradually move into next year, as you look even further down your timeline into the future? Okay, it's time to come back and float as quickly and comfortably back today as you can, and float right back above today. You can float down inside today and open your eyes now that you have experienced your timeline. It's time to experience the enlightenment process.